recording anyway. I might got dropped.
Sorry, did you say anything?
Yeah, I was saying I would be needing recording today because I'm traveling, so might get dropped.
All right. We
Thank you.
share the
And
recording.
Arpita, what software is this? Canva or something?
This is inbuilt in Apple only. This is Apple Simple
Oh.
Basic Notes.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be talking about different categories of stocks, different types of companies. Basically, there are, you might be knowing, in the stock market, according to SEBI, there are large cap companies, small cap companies, and mid cap companies. So there are three different types of different categories of companies. So according to, so first is like large cap company. So do you have an idea what is large cap company? Anyone?
Oh, basically more than 5,000 crores, something like that.
No, that is a large cap. That is a small
Yeah.
cap company and mid cap company. So companies which have market cap of more than 20,000 crore, they fall under the category of large cap companies.
Okay.
And the companies which have, so this thing you can write more than 20,000 crore. So if it's the market cap is more than 20,000 crore, then in that case it falls under the category of large cap company. If it is between 5,000 to 20,000 crore. So 5,000 to 20,000 crore. So in that case, it is a mid cap company, and the small cap company is basically, which is less than 5,000 crore. So this thing you can write less than 5,000 crore. So these are basically different type of categories of companies as per SEBI. So now I'll just talk about different categories of stock, wherein I myself have categorized few stocks under different categories like V40, V40 Next, and V200. So you might have also got the list of these companies on your WhatsApp group as well, if you might have seen.
No. Let me check.
Yes, you can just go through those companies and try and make a watch list out of it on your broker account, either on your Zerodha or whatever brokers you have, so that you can track these companies on daily basis, so that you get to know if you're getting any entry exits or not. In fact, you can create a watch list on your this thing trading view as well, but trading view is little this thing you'll have to purchase a this thing a paid version. So if you don't want to go for a paid version, you can just add it on your this thing, what we say, the broker account. So there are different categories of stocks that goes in. So you might have got, as I told you, V40, V40 Next, and V200. So here, if a company is falling under the category of V40, those companies will be the all large cap and mid cap companies. And V40 Next would be the mid cap and the small cap companies. And if we talk about the V200, then it will be rest all falls under the category of V200. So now for the companies to fall under the category of V40, V40 Next, there's few conditions that need to get fulfilled. So this thing you can write, if a company is falling under the category of V40 and V40 Next, so there'll be few conditions that need to get fulfilled. First is like the company should be a market leader in their sector. So this thing you can write down. This is very important. So that company should be a market leader of that particular sector. So the leader if that particular company is a leader in that particular sector, it should be leader by sales as well as by profit. So it should be leader by sales and profit. So it should be number 1, number 2, number 3. But you can just you should know that it should have good sales and profit. So if we talk about market leader in banking sector, if you can name a few of them, the companies which are market leader in banking sector.
HDFC Bank,
Yes, correct. Apart from that,
ICICI,
correct.
private, in public, State Bank of India.
Yes. So here, since we are talking about V40 next, we also have another condition which talks about that it should be a private company, not a PSU. So we will not take that into consideration since we
Okay.
are talking about V40 and V40 next. So
This
accordingly,
V40 is you have, is it industry standard or
since you have your name like it's your Shri Krishna, you can write S40 next. It depends totally on who
oh,
is
okay.
created.
No, you have kind of
to make-
identified like that. You are
Yes,
defining some parameters. Okay.
yes, correct. So similarly, if we talk about IT industry, if you can name any of the market leaders in IT industry. Any example that comes to your mind?
TCS.
Correct. Apart from that,
Infosys.
yes, HCL. So all these are
HCL.
market leaders. Correct. Likewise, in FMCG, we have multiple other market leaders like Dabur, HUL, Nestle, P&G, Gillette. So all these comes as a market leader. Second condition that should fall is like the company should be in business since last 15 to 20 years. So that you should consider, like the company should be in business so you can write this, should be in business since last 15 to 20 years. So the company should have a rock solid business. That is very important. And the third condition that falls is the company should be debt free. This thing you can write down, the company should be debt free. You can just write it down, the company should be debt free. Okay. Fourth condition that falls is that company should have future growth prospects. So that is very important. Company should have future growth prospects. Company should have growth prospect, and as in company should have some expansion plan or something of that sort. So that if company grows, the profit grows, sales grow, that means stock price will automatically grow. So company should have good future prospects. That is very important. Apart
How will
from
you
that,
identify? You will let us know, right? How this will happen.
yes. I'll let you know once we do the fundamental analysis. But Abhi, I'm just focusing on the basic things that you should know. The categories that I've created, you should know on what all
Okay.
basis I've created those categories.
Okay.
Okay. Fifth condition is the company must have a pricing power. So can you just name any of the company which has a pricing power?
Reliance.
Huh?
Reliance.
Which one? Which
Reliance.
one? Reliance. Okay, Reliance, yes. Apart from that,
But how can we define pricing power?
so in pricing power, you'll have to just see the normal example. For example, if at all, do you know what is the price of Colgate?
No, not followed. Sorry.
What did you say? I
Like,
didn't get it.
you are talking about a normal Colgate which we are using in daily life. It's
Yes.
around 10, 20, 30. Yes.
Do you also know what is the price of Colgate?
It's more than
Others,
3,000, I think. 4,000 something.
I'm not talking about the share price. I'm talking about the price of the Colgate, the toothpaste that you use in your daily life.
Depends on the grams, how many grams it is.
So the
It will
smallest
vary
pack,
with the grams.
so the smallest pack is, what is the price for the smallest pack?
5
Maybe
for 10.
5, 10 rupees.
So the smallest pack is it audible? Hello?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So I'm saying if at all
Yes.
Colgate
Now,
price changes also doesn't really affect you at all. So we actually don't even care that what is the price of Colgate. The smallest, you know that it is for 10 rupees. Apart from that, the bigger pack that you bring, you actually don't know what is the price of that particular product that you bring and use daily. So that is how we can judge the pricing power. For example, if at all that particular commodities price changes also, we are not that much affected, but we are so used to that particular product that we eventually use that only. So that is how we can judge that particular, that company has a pricing power or not. Is it
we can
clear?
talk about the big brands also, right? So
Yes,
if
yes, yes.
yeah,
So
okay.
if that
Mhm.
if that big brand also changes the price, your consumption is not being affected. If at all they change the price, that means that particular company has a pricing power.
Yeah.
So that is
Thank
how
you.
you can.
Yeah. Irrespective Airtel also you can say, right? See, these things people have to use, right? They can switch between Jio and Airtel, but there is no less choice for consumers.
Yes, yes, yes. So that's how you can judge it. So that is the fifth condition that need to get fulfilled. The next condition that we talked about also, that the company should not be a government company. So this thing you can write, it should not be a government company. It should not be a government company. So why I'm saying it should not be a government company, because most of the times government companies' objective is social welfare. So here we are picking those companies whose objective is not social welfare. So we will try and approach those companies which are private companies. Okay. So these are the
So you are
yes.
asking the word PSUs either? It's like that, or PSU is different category?
I'm not saying that you should avoid PSUs, but the conditions that we are talking for V40 and V40 next is such that the companies list that I've created are the private sector this thing companies, not the PSUs. Is it clear?
Okay.
Yeah. So that is how it is. Apart from that, if at all we need to find large cap, mid cap companies, you can just scroll on to screener.com. Just a second, I'll just open it. So how do we take out the large cap and mid cap companies? For that, you will have to just create a screen or screener.com. So here, if at all you want to create a screen, so you'll have to go to screens. On the top in between there is screens that is written. Now on the publish tab you have to create a new screen and write market capitalization which is greater than 1 crore. So it is greater than 1 crore. So in that case you will have to run the query, and if at all you filter it out as according to the market cap, you will get all the good companies on the top. So the first 100 companies that falls as per this categorization would be the large cap companies. Next 150 companies after large cap company will be the mid cap company. So from third tab till the fifth tab. So basically 150 we have to count. So this thing
Now,
first you
this
can
is
run.
greater than one. What does it correspond to?
I'm just telling how to take out the large cap companies and mid cap and the small cap companies. Because here,
Greater than one corresponds to what? I didn't get it. Sorry.
greater than 1 crore. So it isn't like it is greater than 1 crore, but we will get the list of the companies as per market cap, and then we have to sort it. From the third tab, if you click it, you'll get all the companies from the largest to smallest. So once I just ran this particular query, you will get all the list. Now on the third tab, if you click, now you're getting market cap, which is smaller. You have to tap it again. You'll get it from largest to smallest. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So as per SEBI, if we talk about the large cap companies, here, if we take out as per the screener.com top 100 companies as per market cap are the large cap companies. Second is the mid cap companies. That basically comes after the large cap companies. That is basically the next 150 companies after large cap companies. Next that comes up is the small cap companies. That basically all the rest companies that are left out falls under the small cap companies. So this thing you can write it down. Rest all falls under this particular category. So now in BSc, if we talk about, what do you mean by BSc?
Bombay Stock Exchange.
Yeah, so there are 2 stock exchanges in India. One is the BSc, which is Bombay Stock Exchange. Another is NSE, which is National Stock Exchange. So on BSc, we have approximately 6,000 companies which are listed on the BSc. And out of these 6,000 companies, there are 1,500 companies which are listed on NSE. Okay. So that is how we get to know what are the exchanges and what are the large cap companies, mid cap companies, and small cap companies. So the real multi-bagger comes from this particular company, which is this particular category, which is the small cap companies. So from the
small cap is about 250, right? 250 less 6,000 minus 250, 5,700 small cap companies are there in BSc.
On BSc, we have 6,000 companies. On NSC, we have 1,500 companies.
See, whatever this the definition you gave, right?
Yes.
If you take into that, what is BSc's 100 companies, large cap, right? How do BSc define large cap? Is it the same as above?
Yes. The definition of large cap, small cap, and mid cap is as per SEBI. So as per SEBI, we can just categorize the companies into large cap, mid cap, and small cap.
Okay.
Got it? So for the companies to fall under this particular category, which is V40 next, we have to fulfill these 6 conditions. Apart from that, we'll talk about the V200 companies. Now the companies to fall under the category of V200, we need to have few conditions that need to get fulfilled. So for the companies to fall under the category of V200 companies, so for V200 companies, the company must have more than 200 crores net profit during last 12 months. This thing you can write. Company should have a profit. You can profit. Net profit should be greater than 200 crore. And this net profit should be preceding 12 months. So that is there. Apart from that, the next condition that falls is ROCE should be greater than 20%. Third condition is debt to equity should be less than 0.25. That means it should be less than 25%. So if you want to take out the list of these companies, what we'll do, we'll just open screener.com, create a screen wherein we'll write the net profit preceding 12 months. Just a second, just charge it. So we'll have to search for the net profit. So we talk about net profit preceding 12 months should be greater than 200 crores. So you'll have to write 200 and automatically it'll take the condition, it'll take crores automatically. Apart from that, write and then we'll write ROCE should be greater than 20%. ROC should be greater than 20 and debt to equity should be less than 25, less than 0.25. Just a second. 0.25. Now, when you run this particular query, you will get all the good companies. So this is how we can get the 200 companies. Not even 200, it is less than that, only 183 companies. So from this particularly, I've taken out V200 companies and I've shared it with you guys. Earlier, the condition that we read for V40 and V40 were they were also the qualitative thing that was there. Now here it is all quantitative. So that's why we were able to run the query. Okay. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Is everybody here? Can you just
Yes.
yes or no? Yes. So you
Yes.
got
Yeah.
the that how we need to create this thing V40 and V40 next list, so that we get the best of the best companies and we can trade in those companies only. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yeah, got it.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
और
So
सारे
now,
में SIP कर दे
हाँ
और
नहीं
सारे में SIP कर दो
नहीं नहीं सब में SIP नहीं करना. We should know when to enter, when to exit. That
Okay,
is
okay.
also
नहीं,
important.
in terms of long, I'm just yeah.
हाँ लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए तो कर ही सकते हो. लॉन्ग टर्म
Okay.
में दीज आर गुड कंपनीज, कहीं नहीं जाने वाली. इतना अच्छा
Mhm.
फंडामेंटल्स है, इतने सालों
Mhm.
से चल, तो ऑब्वियसली they'll not go anywhere.
Yeah. Makes sense. Thank you. Just kidding. Ignore me.
No worries, no worries. So apart from this, I'll also talk about few players that are there in the market. So this thing you can write, there are 3 market players. 3 market players, or you can say the participants. First is the promoters, who are basically in real investors in a company. So they are the promoters of the company. Apart from that, the institutions. Institutions, if we talk about institutions, के अंदर आ जाते हैं FIs and DIs. So FIs are basically the institution investors who are investing from abroad into India. So they are basically the FIs. Likewise, if we talk about the DIs are basically the big mutual fund houses who take some other person's money and invest into the stock market. So they are the big players in the market. So it can be FIs or DIs. Next that falls is public. Now in public, there are 2 people, 2 players. One is the HNIs. HNIs are the high net worth individuals. Can you name a few of them? HNIs?
Vijay Kadia,
Yes.
people like
Yeah.
those days.
Yes, correct. So these are basically the HNIs, the rich high net worth individuals. So when do we call that these people are HNIs, high net worth individual? What is the condition for them to be called as high net worth individuals?
Maybe they have 500 crores, 1,000 crores investment.
Yes, correct. So we call them HNIs when they have a holding of more than 1% of that particular company. If they're holding more than 1% of a company, we call them HNIs. So the difference between FIs and DIs and HNIs is FIs are basically people who are using other people's money. In fact, DIs also use other people's money and invest that particular money into stock market. But HNIs are the ones who are using their own money, and they do investing and trading through their own money. But they have holding of more than 1% in one particular company. So in that case, we call that these people are HNIs. So if
So
we talk
when somebody is investing in a company in HNI, that is much more safer bet from that perspective. If that right, you don't buy based on HNI, but I'm just saying Rakesh or Junjunwala's portfolio, for example, right? If you buy
Yes.
something new in the market, that means you have to pay attention, something of that nature.
Yes, that their portfolio is reliable. We can ape also to the high net worth individuals. We can in fact copy their investing, and then we can also we'll be able to spot, because most of the time sometimes we are not aware about the insider trading that happens. But these big individuals know each and every company in and out, so we can copy their trades also. That's there.
It is visible. They don't. They need to disclose it when they purchase
Yes,
new.
SEBI has actually put a sanction wherein they've told if HNIs have any holding in any company which is more than 1%, they have to declare it. So if at all they have any of the holding in any company, they have to declare it. So if at all you want to see this thing, Titan, you will be able to see it. So if you see Titan and the company, and if you go on the investors tab, in public itself, you will be able to see that Rakesh Junjunwala, Rekha Junjunwala, both are there. So you will be able to see it. Now they've cut down their position. Rekha Junjunwala is there, but after his death, we will be able to see that their positions are not there. So Rekha Junjunwala is there 1.07%. So if it is more than 1%, they have to declare it. That becomes very important. I hope that's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So practically, there are two basically players in the market. One is the strong hand, other is the weak hand. So if we talk about strong hand, what do you think? Who comes in the strong hand and who comes in the weak hand? Anyone? From here only you can tell
No.
who all would be the strong hand and who all would be the weak hands. Tell me.
The promoters, strong.
Yes, they fall under strong hand. Apart from that,
High net
FI,
worth individuals.
yes,
FIs,
FIs,
DIs.
DIs,
If I,
and HNIs. And who all comes under the weak hand? It's the
Public.
retail public. Yes. So likewise, that is there that we need to see which all are the individuals who have strong hand and which all are the individuals which have the weak hand. Okay. So weak hand generally apply stop losses. But in my strategies, I'll tell you that you will not apply any of the stop losses. Strong hand generally don't apply stop losses. Not generally, they don't apply stop losses. So that is there, and stop loss is basically promoted by the broker only in order to increase their transactions. So that is there. And promoter and public are not doing anything, but they basically public are, they don't have any power that they can increase the price or reduce the price. Promoters and the public, they cannot do anything. FIs and DIs and HNIs are the ones who fluctuate the prices. So in this case, if we talk about the operators, who all fall under the category of operators and who all fall under the category of non-operators, if you can just tell me. Who all would fall under the category of operators?
Mutual
What
fund
do you-
houses.
Yes, so they are HNIs, FIs, DIs. So all these are basically the operators, HNIs. So these are all operators, and non-operators are public and promoters. They cannot take the market upward or downward. all the movement that are done towards the upside or downside is done by the operators. I hope that's clear. Till here, is there any doubt that you want to ask? You can ask.
And that means for non-operators, right, promoters, see,
Yes.
they hold a larger stake in the company, like 40%, 50%. Logically, they are not, they can't sell more than a certain percentage.
Who all are you talking
Like
about?
for like FII wants, if they have 10% in the company, right, they can sell
Yeah.
all 10% if they want to. But non-operators, right, promoters, do they have restrictions on what they sell? Because it's like they don't believe in their own company, right? When promoters sell, FIS can sell for profit booking. Promoters selling is not a good sign, right?
They cannot take market towards upside or downside. The major movements that are done are by the FIs and DIs. That is there. Are you clear with this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you need to keep few things in mind which are under our control and few things which are not under our control. So this thing you can write. There are 4 things that are under our control. So first thing is that is under our control. We can find good business, good sector, good industry that can grow for next 15 to 20 years. So that is important from our side. So we need to find, that's basically under our control. To find good business, to find good sector, to find good industry. So that is under our control. And we can also observe if that particular company has a potential that can grow for 15 to 20 years. For next 15-20 years, that particular company has a future prospect or not. So this one thing is under our control. Second thing that is under our control is that we can find out good company in which there are market leaders who the company's fundamentals are strong. So we can find out fundamentally good companies. So that is under our control. And the third thing that is under our control is to buy the company at right price based on the technical analysis. So we can find out, so that's under our control, that we know what is the right price and right selling point. So buying point, correct buying point is under our control. Selling point is under our control. Now, what is not under our control is that market volatility is not under our control. So the things which are not under our control is, first is the market volatility is not under our control. Second thing which is not under our control is the holding period. That is not under our control. So the 2 things which are not under control is the market volatility and the holding period. So we'll try to trade in V40 next company because these 80 companies are the best. So I'll let you know the strategy number 1 which we were talking about since yesterday. So this thing you can now you have to just apply your brain and you have to practice it. For these strategies, first is the simple moving average. So for simple moving average, do you all guys have trading view in your your devices? Everybody has trading view.
I need to install. I need to register.
Yes, you can do it if you don't have it. Okay. Anshuman, do you also have it in your distinct device? Deepak ji, do you also have it? Please kindly respond if I'm asking any of the questions.
About trading view you are talking, no?
Yes.
No, it's not in my device, right?
Kindly install it if you don't have it, and you can just
Okay.
register into your this thing, because for trading we'll be using trading view in order for us to apply the strategies.
That is app on Play Store, no?
Yeah, it's there on Play Store, App Store, wherever you want to download it, you can easily download it.
And
In
that
fact, I would
screener is on Google.
screener, you can just you don't have to download it, you can just scroll it from your Google this thing.
Okay.
If you don't have it, kindly install it. Okay.
Trading view.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first strategy that we'll be talking about would be the simple moving average strategy, wherein we'll be talking about DEMAs, which is day moving average. We'll be using 3 daily moving averages. First is 200-day moving average. Second is 50-day moving average. And third that we'll be using is 20-day moving average, wherein the markings that we will do for these moving averages would be for this particular this thing. Just a second, I'll just change the color. Yes. So for 200-day moving average, the color that we will use is black color. For 50-day moving average, we will use red color. And for 20-day moving average, we will use green color. So here, now the conditions that we will be using, I'll tell you that. But before that, just write few conditions that need to get fulfilled. So for order for us to apply this particular simple moving average strategy, you'll apply simple moving average strategy only in V40 companies. This thing you can write down. Just a second. Guys, speak something. If you have any doubt, you can always ask. The previous batch was very interesting. You guys don't speak only. At least interact, no?
Yeah.
So here the conditions that need to get fulfilled is like this particular, if you are applying this particular strategy, this will be applied only in V40 companies. That's the first condition. Second is we'll apply this particular strategy on daily candlestick chart pattern. We'll apply on daily candlestick chart. Second is we will not apply any stop loss in this particular strategy. There will be no stop loss. Okay. Next is what we will do, the fund allocation towards this particular strategy is like we will invest only 3% of our portfolio. इससे ज्यादा आप नहीं लगाएंगे पैसा. मतलब अगर आपके पास सपोजिटली 10 लाख का पोर्टफोलियो आपका, तो आप उसमें से सिर्फ 30,000 एक पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक में लगाएंगे, इससे ज्यादा नहीं लगाएंगे. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. मतलब
What
आपको
is
सिर्फ 3% लगाना है. या
can you repeat in English? Sorry, I didn't get that.
sorry. So I'm saying that if you are applying your money, if you are investing in what particular trade, you will apply only 3% of your portfolio. If you have a portfolio worth 10 lakh, in that case, 30,000 would be invested for one particular trade in one particular stock, not more than that. So supposedly, if you have a very small portfolio, in that case, the minimum investment towards one particular stock in one particular trade, that will be 10,000 rupees, not less than that. Otherwise, you will not get the desired results. Is that clear?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So for one particular stock, you have to invest
30.
3% of your portfolio.
That means you are saying 3%. If in a 10 lakh portfolio, you will own 30 shares.
30,000. Yes. But if you are thinking like I'll invest 20,000 for one particular month, then in that case 3% of 20,000 is a very small number that falls around. So that's why I'm saying the minimum investment, if you are thinking of for one particular company in one particular trade, would be 10,000, not less than that. Is that clear?
Okay.
Kindly answer, please.
Yes.
Otherwise I'll be not able to
Yes.
get whether you are getting the concepts or not.
Yeah, no, so that means you are holding close to, in a 10 lakh portfolio, close to 30 shares, right? That is over, it's not considered over diversification.
So that depends on the price of the company. If it's a 16,000 share, 16,000 rupees share, then I would say invest for the full amount, 16,000 rupees. But minimum investment that goes around should be 10,000 rupees, not less than that. Otherwise, if we get 20% also on 6,000 rupees, we won't get that much of return. So 10,000 is the minimum amount that I'm telling you to invest, not less than.
In one single share, yeah.
In one single stock in one particular trade. That's there.
Yeah.
Is that clear? Shall
Yeah,
we
but
move on? So now I'll be talking about the buying condition. So for the buying condition, where will we be doing the buying if we are using this particular strategy is like if 200 DEMA is at the top, after that there is 50-day moving average, and then there is 20-day moving average, and there is a closing candle or closing price. So in that case, we will do the buying. So like we've given the colors in case of.
Can you repeat? I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
So I'll just let you know on the trading view itself. So buying condition will like there's a 200-day moving average on the top, then there is 50-day moving average, then after that there's 20-day moving average. So it's like this, and then there is a green this thing, and then there's a closing. So the buying would be done. Just a second, I'll open on trading view itself. So let's just open this thing, Bajaj. So here you'll have to do some settings. So you can just do some settings that are there. So on your trading view, you can just apply these settings. So in the settings, if you go in the input, you'll have to write 20, 50, 200. So I'll just do it again for you guys. So just on the trading view itself, you will have to, in the indicators part, you will have to type simple moving average. So now there is an indicator with simple moving average, that is cinematography, which is 50, 100, 200. So if you apply this,
This indicators matrix is under settings, huh?
You'll have to you'll have to see the indicators part. On the indicators, you'll have to type. Are you able to get it? Or you're doing side by side? If you're doing it side by side, let me know. If you have any problems, you can ask. Is it clear till here? If there is any doubt, you can ask. If you want to do it side by side along with me, you can do it.
You click on technical moving average, right? Moving average simple.
Yeah, if you're using your laptop, iPad, what exactly are you using?
Laptop.
Okay, so on the top there is a indicators that's written. Are you able to see the indicators, this thing?
Yeah.
So yeah, open that and write simple moving average In that you'll get cinematography, which has been written with 50, 100, 200 demo. So you'll have
Simple
to,
moving
if you,
averages.
yes, right, simple moving average. So here if you search, you will have to just take this one, simple moving average, 50, 100, 200. And there's a cinematography that's written. So the benefit of using this particular indicator is like you'll get 3 demos together, which is
Can I share
200.
my screen?
Yeah. I'll just open the Zoom. Yes,
Sorry.
you
Yeah.
can share. So I'll just stop sharing. I've stopped sharing. Now you can share.
Share my screen. Post disabled participant share screen.
What are
That's
you
what
saying?
it's. Post disabled.
Just a second. I'll just this thing. You're not able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, Arpita.
Just a second. I'll just do this thing. Just a second. It'll take 2 minutes. Just a second.
Yeah, the current meeting is being sent to a third party. Okay,
Yeah, because I was going live through my iPad. I'll have to open my Mac. There's some setting that goes around. So in that case, that's there.
In that app, you have to go on the chart type pattern, madam.
Still it is disabled, Arpita.
Are you guys saying something?
A host disabled participant screen sharing. That's the message I'm getting still.
No worries. I'm just doing it. Actually, I was opening my Mac. It'll just take 1 minute more. Just a
Okay.
second. Yeah. Anshuman, are you also getting each and everything? Deepak?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. On that app,
Yes.
can
Have
you?
you downloaded it on your
Yeah,
this thing?
side by side. I'm looking towards both the screen.
Okay. So
So in
just a
that,
second.
you have to go in menu.
I'll just let you know. You
Yeah.
guys can share your screen and I'll let you know how to do the setting.
I'm
Just
trying to share my screen once.
I'm just doing it actually. It'll take 2 more minutes. It is just opened.
Okay,
Just
sure.
I don't know why there is some issue. Just a second. If you can just try now, if that's happening.
No. Post disabled participant screen sharing.
Just a second.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I think
Is
because
it happening now?
Google Meet, right? I think between two laptops you are trying to allow, right? Maybe having a challenge, maybe.
No, you will be able to do it. Just a second. I'll just try it once again.
Recording in progress.
Hello.
Yes. Just a second. It's fine.
Recording in progress.
Now you can check the screen.
Ah, it's
Yes.
coming up now. Basic advanced portion of the screen, entire screen.
Now you're able to share now?
Yeah, it is showing up. 1 second. I need to show the entire screen, right? Yeah. Right, no, my screen. Yeah, you're able to see my screen now, right?
Yes.
Right. Let me. Tradingview.com, right?
Yes.
In that, I get this.
Yes, you've already signed in, or what's the...
No, it is going to the US side.
No, you should get the Ironbala interface. You can download it also.
I'm in laptop.
Trading US
Okay.
market.
Just a second.
Can you paste the URL what you are having
Yes, I'll do that.
so that I will copy, cut, paste?
Yes, I'll do that.
It came now.
It came? How come it came
Yeah.
now?
I googled for trading UAE India and then it is trying to
Yes.
come India.
So I've pasted on the chat also. If you want, you can just use that also.
India.
Yes. Now you can just see it.
Okay. How do you go now?
Yes, Indian market, you can just see.
Markets.
Yes.
How do you go to that view? Okay.
So there is a watch list. Yeah, you will have to go to the plus sign that if you want to see. Don't go to India. You don't have to type India because it is asking for the country. Okay.
Okay. Where I go BSE index. Which one?
So there is a plus sign. If you can just tap on that.
The sign on the rightmost. Okay. Is this the one?
Just a
Okay.
second. Open on my Mac also. Side
Yeah.
by side. Because I have my
Yeah.
app installed. Click on HDFC Bank.
Okay. Technicals.
Full chart.
That's full chart. Okay. Okay.
Got it?
It is loading. You're able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, I'm able to share your screen.
Sorry, Arpita. I
Deepak,
know.
we are on the
Yeah.
same page. What about this thing? Anshuman, are you also on the same page? Deepak ji?
I'm trying to get that page, but it's not opening.
I've shared you with the link on the chat if you can use that.
I think the problem is
I think your net is a little slow. Maybe that could be an issue. Or maybe you can refresh it again.
yeah. It is the same website, right? Okay, refresh.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, it's coming. Where do you set the 50-day, 200 days, some settings you said, right?
Yes, yes,
Is it
settings. This one symbol, yes. Go on that.
start settings? Is this one?
Press that, yes. So first we'll apply the indicator, then we'll do the changes that we actually need to do. First
The
on
very first
press
indicator.
on indicators,
Okay.
yes. Now you
It
search
is
for
still
simple
loading.
moving average.
Chart is still loading. I don't know what is happening.
But you write simple moving average so that I can show you what you need to search. Simple moving average.
The
Yeah,
first
so
one?
50 and no, 50, 100, 200, the cinematography. Yes, this
Oh,
one. Click
okay.
on this and you can mark favorites. There's a star that is there now. So you can just start. Yes. So this thing now will come on your bar that you will be able to observe it. But I think this thing is a little slow. You can just open it once again on the other tab because you've opened so many tabs. Maybe that could be an issue that it's taking too much of time. There are too many tabs that are there on your.
I was watching your stuff before the
Yeah,
class.
that's great. Thank you.
HDFC Bank. Come on, load.
So there are a lot of. You can just close few more if you want to.
I don't know whether
Which
it
are
is
of
due to the
non-use.
I don't think so. That is the problem. Okay, I certain it is maybe net
Now you can just
issue.
refresh it. Till the time you do it, Deepak ji, you can also share your screen so that everybody is on the same page.
Same problem with me also, ma'am. It's not getting
Yeah.
on the screen.
So you're on this, you've reached this particular page that Shrikant is on. Shri Krishna, sorry.
When I open the app, ma'am,
Okay. If
showing
Shri Krishna, you can just stop sharing your app till the time this thing get refreshed. We can just see Deepak ji's screen as well.
Sure.
Yes,
I
Deepak
stop.
ji, you can share your screen.
it's not getting shared, ma'am. Some problem with the network issues.
You will be able to do it because I have enabled from my end. So there's an option for share screen. You will be able to do it easily. Are you able to do it?
No, it's not getting.
So I'll just show you how to do it. Are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see the screen?
Yeah, I am able to see, but not getting in right now. Then
Noted, Arpita, no. Maybe we will watch for now, viewers, and then try to replicate.
Yeah, that you'll do it. That I get it. But if I was telling you can do it side by side, then it'll make your things clear. So that's why I was
Correct.
like,
yeah,
Starting from it is a starting from.
I started. Hello.
is it yours is started?
No. I'm just recording the screen so that I can do it later on. Whatever you
Okay,
are saying
recording,
right
so
now.
we'll share it with you guys. That won't be an issue. That you'll get it. Okay, so I'm just sharing it how we need to do it. Let's
Yeah.
just
Maybe you can do from scratch so that we will
yes,
remember.
from
Yeah.
scratch. So I'm just removing it. So you'll have to go to the indicators. In indicators, you'll have to search for moving average. So once you search for moving average, you'll have to search for the 50, this thing, cinematography. Just a second. Type simple moving average rather than typing moving average. Type simple moving average.
Your keyboard is visible, so you can minimize.
Yeah. Yeah. So this thing you can observe that it is simple moving average 50, 100, 200. Okay. So you'll get all the three moving averages in one particular this thing. But as I said, we'll be using 20, 50 and 200. So we will be making some changes. So here in the inputs, you will make some changes.
How
like
did you go to
you'll,
the input?
so in the settings, you'll have to go here. If you observe,
Where on the right hand side?
so here you will be seeing here this thing. There is this thing. There's a tab that is there. It is next to the I button.
Can you point the mouse?
See, I'm using iPad. Just a second. Are you able to see this? On the left hand side, there is SMA written 2 close, 100 close, 200 close.
Yeah.
So there's a setting. There is an I. After that, there's a second thing that is there. There's a setting option that's there. So press on
before
that.
Before the
The bin. Yes.
Yeah.
So there
that
you
one setting.
now in SMA you will have to type 20, 20, 50 and 200 would remain the same. Got it?
Okay.
Now in style we'll do some changes, like for 20-day moving average, what color did we give?
Green.
Which color?
Green.
Yes. So choose any of the green colors, and then we'll increase the opacity and we'll just reduce the size of the line. We'll just thin the line. Then there is 50-day moving average. For that we've given a red color. We'll increase the opacity and we'll reduce the line. Similarly, 200 demo, we will give it a black color. And just a second.
But still it is 50, 100, 200, not 20.
See, we've made changes in the inputs 20, 50, 200. The SMA that was taken by default was 50, 100 and 200. But we wanted 20, 50 and 200. So we made the changes like that.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
Yes. So here we are increasing the opacity and we've reduced the line. Now, what did I say for the buying conditions? What buying conditions did I tell you? At what level do we have to do the buying? So if you refer the notes, what did I say? What would be the buying levels? Where there is 200 demo on the top, 50, 20, and there is a closing candle. At that particular level, we'll be doing the buying. So we will be searching for that level. So that level is when there is the black line on the top, then there is a red, then there is a green, and then there's a closing candle below that. So black, red, green, and there's a closing candle. So if you observe, this particular thing is coming here, black, red, green. Just a second. Yeah. So you will be able to get it black, red, green, and there's a closing candle below it. So here we are getting this particular condition getting fulfilled. Black is there, red is there, green, 200 demo is here at this particular level. And then there is, just a second, I'll just lock the screen. Somehow, yes. it was already logged. So there is 200 DEMA, there is 50-day moving average, and then there is 20-day moving average. Below that, there is a closing that's going around. Have you got this condition?
The blue line, you're talking about the blue vertical line.
So that I've put by myself in order to show you that this condition is being fulfilled at this particular level. So if you
So
see
the
that this is
200
the
days above.
200-day moving average, this is 50-day moving average, this is the 20-day moving average, and there's a closing candle at the bottom below this particular condition is fulfilled. So at this particular level, our conditions are being fulfilled. So we will take an entry from this particular candle. Next candle, next day in the morning, once we observe this particular trade that's falling for our for the condition that we are looking up for, that are being fulfilled. So from the next candle, we'll make an entry. So buying would be at this particular level, which is this green candle. Got it? Is there any doubt till here?
The dotted line.
So the buying conditions would be where there is 200 DEM on the top, 50-day moving average is there, there's a 20-day moving average, and there's a closing candle below it. So there we'll be doing the buying. And selling would be done when this we get in a reverse format. For example, closing candle is on the top. There is 20-day moving average, 50-day moving average below it, and 200 DEMA is below that. So where all these reverse conditions are being fulfilled, we'll sell off our position that we've taken. So now we will be searching for the selling position. So when will that get
The
fulfilled?
closing, right? On the buying, can you explain the blue line itself, right? The closing handle is there. What is the closing handle? Can you mark by a circle?
Which one?
The
So
closing
this is
handle.
the closing. I'll just remove it. So this is the closing candle. Just a second. So for the condition that we've taken into account, just a second. So blue candle I just put in order for your understanding. So black, red, green, and there's a closing candle below it. Black, red, green, and there's a closing candle. So closing candle is this candle. Are you able to observe?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
This is the closing candle. So this black that I told you was the 200-day moving average. So this pencil doesn't work properly. So that's why I was making this thing. So I'll just take this thing. So are you able to get it or not? If you're not able to get it, you can get it. You got it?
Yeah. So there are multiple buying points. Basically, there are multiple
buying points. I'm just back testing and showing it to you. You have to see it which all these conditions are being fulfilled at current levels. Okay. So you've taken a position at this particular level. Now we'll be searching for the reverse condition to get fulfilled. That is green, red, black. And there's a closing on the upper side. Green, red, black. So what we will see, green, red, black, and there is a closing on the upper side. Green, red, black. This particular candle. Got it? Green, red, black, and there is a closing on the upper end. Are you able to get it?
The green candle.
See, closing is on the top. Green, red, black is the reverse conditions that we got, and we will do the exit from the next candle. Since we observed that our conditions are being met, we will exit on the next candle. So how much return did we get? So this is like we observe the pattern here. From the next candle, we entered the position, and in the next candle, we exited the position. So this is 23.76% gain within 156 days. Got it? So likewise, we'll have to search for other conditions to get fulfilled. We'll just search for those conditions also. So let's search for that. Black, red, green, and there's a closing towards the end. Closing on the bottom. So we will search for those conditions. Black, red, green, and there's a closing here. So black, red, green, and there's a closing here. So this is the most appropriate thing, and we will search for the reverse condition to get fulfilled, which is green, red, black. Now we will search for this other conditions, green, red, black, and there is closing on the upper end. Here, got it? So green, red,
When you mean by closing on the upper end, it is
selling
green.
condition. Yes, it is the opposite of the one that we've already observed. Then in that case, it will be green, red, black. So you can just remember it like this. Green, red, when you're buying it, your head, that means the color of the hair is on the top, black, red dress, and there is green grass. In that case, we'll be buying, and there's a closing on the lower bottom towards the green grass.
Okay.
You can see that there's a green grass and there's a closing of the candle below it. That's the buying
Okay.
condition. And when there's a reverse, like green grass is on the top, red dress between, and there's your head, I mean the color of your head, which is black, is at the bottom, and there's a closing on the upper end, then we will exit the position.
Closing
I'm just telling
above
you.
the 20-day, right? The closing candle has to be above the 20-day moving average.
Yes, correct. So
Yeah.
from here, from the next candle, we have taken an entry, and exit would be here. So how much is return? How your return would be 34.03% within 132 days. So this is how you'll have to find the trades. And for this, you'll have to use the good companies, this thing. The list I've shared it with you. Okay. So likewise, you'll search
Basically,
for
within the
others.
even though the company share prices may not move much, you are trying to do trades between these times.
I didn't get your question. What are you trying?
Say basically HDFC shares has not moved after merger and things like that, right? And you are trying to get trades within the same company for some period of time.
I didn't get it. What did you say?
No. You are basically trading, right? This is
This
trading
is
related.
trading.
Yeah.
If you want to invest it, you will keep it for a longer duration, and you have to forget it. If you are trading, you'll have to search for such conditions wherein 200 DEMA is on the top, 50 is in between, and there is 20-day moving average, closing candle is below it. Then in that case, from the next day in the morning at 9:15, we'll take an entry, and we will sit for this particular position until we get this the exit position get fulfilled. Till then, we'll hold our trade. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how it will be. Likewise, you'll have to search for other conditions also. Black, red, green on the top. So if you search it here, so black, red, green, and there's a closing candle. Again, you're getting a trade. Black, red, green, and there's a closing candle. So
how you are
black,
getting
red,
the blue line? How you got the blue line?
So this thing you can add it from your this thing shortcut. You can just add it. So there is a pen that's there. You can just star mark all these things. So if you add it to your, like, if I remove from my favorites, you can likewise, if there is something that you want to add it, just add it to the favorites. And once you star mark it, you will see that there is a panel that's there. So if you will see, there is this panel, the entire panel that's there on the top. You have to just
from
star
that.
mark. Yes. Okay. So likewise, you have to do it. Now you have to search for your exit point, which is green, red, black. So there is green, red, black, and then there's a closing on the upper end. So you'll have to search for that. Green, red, black. So this is where this condition is being fulfilled. Green, red, black, and there's a closing on the upper end. So how much return did you get? Just a second. Green, red, black. Got it? This particular condition is fulfilled here. Now, if you look at the returns, You will be able to see it from the next candle. You've taken an entry and exit at this particular level, which is this. You've got 91.87% return within 204 days. So that is there. You'll get good returns. But for this particular strategy, you'll have to observe that this particular this thing is being formed or not. So here it can be more than 20% also, less than 20% also, but you will get good returns. And we will not be applying any of the stop losses in any of the strategies that I say. Are you clear with this?
Yeah. Oh, there
So
is
I'm
no
not
tool.
going to the
There is no
second.
tool available. There is no tool available for me to alert. You have to go
I'm
and check.
not getting what you're saying.
There is no tool available. Like you set up like in screener, right? There is no tool available in trading view to say, okay, I need give me stocks of all this condition. I mentioned red, black 200-day moving average should be above. Can we mention any tool available to identify shares?
You can
like
keep as per your convenience. I am just telling what all I use. So if you want some other color, you can change it as per your preference. If some other color suits you,
See,
you
this you are manually doing, right? In the case of fundamentals, right?
Yes.
You were able to get through screener. In the case of trading view, right?
Yes.
We will have to get into the chart to do it, right? Is there
You can
any tool?
create a watch list in 1 second. You can just change the charts and these lines will automatically come in the next chart. Like if I'm watching Bajaj Finance right now, you can just create a watch list like this, like down in this, it will be changing. From here, I'm showing from the iPad. You can do it in your laptop. It can be changed in a second, and all these lines will automatically appear. 200-day dem and all these lines will automatically appear. Then you can just mark wherever you get the entries. This much hard work you have to do, no? So in this case, like the strategy that you've applied was simple moving average. You've taken that entry as per simple moving average. So you'll be able to see this particular strategy that is applicable to all the stocks that you want to observe. You just have to scroll the stocks and you will have to search for black, red, green. There's a closing towards the down. And if it is green, red, black, and there's closing on the upper end, then in that case, you can exit. So it is easily doable. Have you got it?
Yeah.
So I will
got
not
the
tell another strategy today. I want everybody to practice this particular strategy before this thing. I tell you another strategy. Tomorrow I'll tell you another strategy, but for that you have to practice. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so tomorrow practice it, and then if you have any doubt, you can ask on the group itself. Because in my previous batch, people were practicing during the class only, so I was able to tell the each and every question that they had. But I don't know, with you guys, there's some problem with the trading. You just sort that particular issue, and if you have any doubt, you can ask.
Yeah, I don't. For
Because
some
if
reason,
you
I
not
didn't see
practice,
only.
then in that case, it is useless. I'll share the recording of the previous class if you want. You can see how did they guys do within the class itself. They were asking things. I'll share the recording of the previous batch only. First two recordings if you want, and you can probably see those recordings and you can practice and you can share your doubts in case you have any.
Yeah.
Okay, so practice
Sure.
this particular strategy, this particular recording. I'll send it. If you have any doubt, then you can ask on the WhatsApp group itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Should we end this session?
Okay. I know for some reason it is still chart is not getting loaded for me.
I think when you will just leave the Zoom, this thing, stop sharing it. I'm saying when you will just leave this, maybe then it'll happen. Maybe there might be some network issue at your end. You can try after the class.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
case you
yeah.
have any doubts, you can probably ask.
In WhatsApp, I'll ping you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll share the recording of the previous class also. You can just go through the recordings. In the previous batch, people were asking doubts there and then itself. So probably I'll share the recording of the previous batch only, and then you can just see, because the doubts are almost the same. So you can
Yeah, basically replicate. Yeah, probably replicate. Try to replicate. Yeah.
yeah. So I'll
Yeah,
share the
once you
recording.
get to one, yeah. Once you get hold of one thing yourself, right, you can do the others. See, you don't need to do the settings, right? That settings that you do after you choose, right? You are changing the default ones. Basically, that's what you do.
You can just copy and paste. I'll share the recording. I think when you see the things, then it will be easier for you to apply.
Yeah.
You can just see the recording and continue. It's very easy, not a difficult task at all.
Yeah.
So when you will see and do, it will be easier for you to ape.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. See you tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know if you have a minute, Arpita. I
Yeah.
just my thing got loaded now. I have
Okay.
2 minutes of your time, maybe.
Yeah. You can share your screen.
I'll share my screen. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you can just
Yeah.
make the screen bigger.
Yes.
Make it bigger. Yeah.
No.
Here now you can try and find things.
Indicator.
Indicator.
Small moving average.
So you have already applied it. Don't apply it again.
What is it?
Close this.
What is
You just click on the first. After there's a line. No, click here on the left side. There's a panel. Move your again on the left side. More on the left side. No. Left panel. You can see the panel there. No, panel. You can see the left panel. There are a lot of like there's a small text is there, pen is there, brush is there. On the left side there's a panel. No,
yeah, here, yeah.
click on the first one. Yeah, this one. Click small
Okay.
arrow. Click on the small arrow. Yeah, small arrow. Yeah, click on trend line. You can add it to favorites. The trend line, you can add it to favorites. Trend line. The first one.
Trend line, yeah.
Star market.
Favorites.
Then horizontal line. It will come even. I'll just let you know. Horizontal line, star market.
Okay, 1 second. Sorry. Star market. Okay.
Yeah, horizontal ray. Yeah, star mark this. You don't have to. You just have to click on the star.
Okay.
Yeah. Vertical line. Parallel channel. Yeah.
Okay.
Scroll down. Downwards. Okay, move to the next one. Move to the next one. Yeah. Next to this. Yeah. Above one. Above. After this, the ray. Next one. Next. Down. The third one. Yeah. Third.
Okay. This one?
Extend it. Yeah. Fib channel. You can star mark it. Fib channel. The third one.
Okay.
Fib retracement. The first one.
Yeah, sorry.
First.
Retracement. Okay. I remove this. Okay.
Yeah. Move to the third one. Leave this. You're done.
Yeah, channel and
This,
these
this
two.
is this is the second one. Yeah. Move to the next one. No. This is done. This is done. Close this.
Okay.
Move next. Yeah. You applied it. You'll have to delete this. Yeah.
How do you delete it?
No worries. No worries. You can just click it. Click on the screen itself. Yeah, it's done. Now you can
I
delete it.
remove.
You
Remove.
can.
Yeah.
Move to the third one. Fourth one. Yeah.
Yeah. What one?
Here you can here you don't need anyone. Next, move to the next one. Next one. Yep.
Next one.
Long position, short position. Star mark this. Price range and date range. Towards the end, last three. Star mark all those three. Yeah. The last one also.
1 second.
Last one also.
1 second. I need to move this.
Date and price range. Yeah, that's it. Move to the brush. Yeah, brush.
This one, yeah.
Yeah. You can star mark on the brush and the highlighter if you want. Rectangle. These arrows, up and down arrows. Above the shapes. Yeah. Up and down arrow. Path, if you want, you can add. Depends, like.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Now you can probably mark these, practice these, and you can ask.
So I see here only 15, 20, whereas I need to add 20 also, right? How do you add?
Click on indicators. Click on indicators.
Indicators.
You haven't changed the, click on this. Okay, you have already applied it. Click on this, simple moving average, click.
Yeah.
Okay, now just close this. Okay, close this also.
Okay.
Remove one of these. EMA 50 is written at 250 is written. Click on it. Above. Your screen is, there's a setting button, no? Next to.
I point and remove. Yeah. Remove.
Then again apply. Click on indicator. Indicator.
Okay, 1 second. I can't pull this up. It's irritating. 1 second. This bar. Horizontal.
No, this will not create an issue. Eventually, you can drag anywhere you want. So you click on indicator first. You can adjust according to your this thing. Click on this once.
Okay.
Yeah, click. It is applied. Yeah, now click here. Just remove this. It's applied. Remove this. Remove this. Just close this. Close this.
Okay.
Yeah. Click on here where SMA is written, no?
SMA here. Okay.
Yeah, next to the I button. Yeah. Click on it.
Yeah.
Here, click on inputs. 20,
20,
50.
50, 200. Yeah, okay.
Now move on to the style. No, style.
Style.
What was the color that we chose?
For 20, we chose green.
We chose 50 green.
20 green, right?
Green, click on green.
Green. Yeah. 50 is equal to 20. Okay. And here it is.
Increase the opacity and reduce the thinness to the last one. Opacity, full opacity, 100%. Drag it. Thinness to the first one. First. Yes.
Okay. Oh.
Then move to the second one.
Red. Okay. Similarly, black. black hybrid Momo.
For 200, it is white. Sorry, black.
Black, yeah. Done.
Now you can apply there. Where's the black, red, green? You have already understood that.
Yeah, black, red. Black, red.
Now you search for black, red, green, and there's a closing on the down. Then you can just mark it, and you have to practice it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Should we
Yeah.
end
And
this
that
session?
vertical line is this one, right?
Vertical line is there, the fourth one. On this panel only that we have created, no? Yeah.
This one,
Vertical
vertical
line
line.
is
Okay.
there. Yeah.
So you drag, and when you are ready, you put the vertical line. Yeah, okay. When I identify, I put this. Okay, getting it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Arpita. So I'm
No.
just starting trouble. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for helping. Yeah, I will watch anyway the video and play around with this.
Yes. All right then.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.